Hi, this is Andy Curtis with Transfer Express. So you bought your cat press. I bet you're asking, what else can I press with this machine? Well, today I'm going to show you some fun ideas for other items you can press with your cat press other than just hats. But what do you say we start with pressing a hat? Alright, I've got a 6-panel hat here, and I'm going to start by flipping out the headband and getting it loaded up onto our cat press. Now I'm going to make sure as I do this to keep the seam that's on the front of the hat, I'm going to make sure to keep this seam facing straight up because that's going to be my center point. Bring my lever down to pull the cap tight against the bottom platen. And again, make sure I look good and centered. I think we're good there. We're going to go ahead and pre-press. Alright, I've got my transfer, and again I'm going to use that seam as my center point. So I'm going to put the transfer about where it looks centered based on that seam. Now I'm also going to center it top to bottom, but that's a little bit easier, not quite so difficult. Alright, looks good right about there. And a hot peel. There we have it. So there's pressing a hat. Next we're going to go ahead and press a shirt tag. One of the most popular ways to promote your business on your apparel is by putting your own tag inside of a shirt. And first, we have to go ahead and rip off this tag. Now, thankfully today they make these tearaway tags that come off that easily. So now I can load this up onto my cat press and apply my own tag inside here. The next thing I have to do is actually change the bottom platen on my cat press. This bottom platen is going to be too small to accommodate the tag that I'm going to press on the inside. So we're going to set this one aside. And we're going to go ahead and load up the larger cap platen. This should accommodate my whole tag on here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open my shirt up here. I'm going to drape it in such a fashion that I have just the inside of the shirt on the lower platen. You'll notice that I've taken the collar and I've wrapped the collar around the bottom. So I have just the inside of the shirt on my bottom platen. Once I've got that on there, I can easily take my transfer and I can get it centered right where the tag should be. First, we're going to go ahead and pre-press. Alright, make sure to fix this wrinkle here. Remember, you want a totally flat surface, so you don't want any gigantic wrinkles in the way here. Alright, so I've got my tag. I'm going to go ahead and center it. Now, I have the collar hanging off the edges, you'll notice here. You want to make sure that you have that totally flat surface. That's why my collar is draped over the edge. But I'm going to go ahead and get my transfer as close to the top as I can get. Make sure I'm all centered. And peel hot. And carefully, there we go. So here is our custom tag inside a shirt. Alright, and next we're going to press onto the sleeve of a short sleeve t-shirt. So I'm going to use the same platen that I've already got loaded up here. I'm going to open my sleeve up all the way like so. Now when I open my sleeve up, I notice that I have a seam that would normally go on the shoulder. That's going to be my center point. So I'm going to go ahead and load the sleeve onto the press, keeping an eye on where that seam falls because that is my center. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust it here, just like that. Now again, you want a totally flat surface, so I'm doing my best to keep all the other seams off the edge of the cap platen. Otherwise, the seams are going to cause an obstruction and it's not going to press properly. Alright. So once I have it all nice and flat, I'm going to go ahead and pre-press. Alright. So again, using this seam as my center point, I've got my circular transfer here. I'm going to center it based on where this shoulder seam is, right about there. Now I'm going to go ahead and lock her down and peel hot. And GHS on a short sleeve t-shirt. And that's how easy it was to press more than just hats with your cat press. So you see, the investment of your cat press was great, not just for its ability to press on hats, but for its ability to press on oddly shaped and strangely placed items as well. This has been Andy Curtis with Transfer Express, and thanks for watching.